Hi there, Capricorn. Welcome to Straight Talking Tarot with me, Rafah. I've got 7 cards on the table here. I've got 4 tarot cards. It should be 3, but another extra one wanted to come out. And I've also got the Healing with the Fairies Oracle deck for yourselves as well here. 3 cards. They act as either clarifiers or just a different message altogether. We'll see. So, without further ado, let's have a look, Capricorn, and see what the first card has to tell you. Okay, wow. So here we've got Ace of Pentacles. So I'm wondering if there's new beginnings here as well, okay? There's lots of new beginnings for everyone at the moment. The cards are slightly varied in their interpretation, different cards, but very much new, the same message. And this could be a financial possibility, a new inspiration, something that you're going to grab, and I recommend possibly certainly considering it, because it is going to take you to some path that with greater prosperity. For some of you, this could be an offer that's already come in and you might be mulling over it, and I would say that actually seriously consider it, because it could actually further your prosperity and your growth as well as your opportunity. What's interesting here is at the bottom of the fairy deck as well, okay, Capricorn, I have got the new opportunity card. So this is a double whammy, and I would certainly say for some of you as well, because behind that we've got dreams coming true and making new friends. So it could be a new environment for some of you, maybe moving to a new office or new job or new it could be also something community. I'm getting something to do with the community for some of you. All right, this is maybe something you wanted to be part of, and it is now coming becoming a reality for you, where you'll be making some new connections and new friends. But let's have a look. Yeah, so this is something you've been considering or wanting to consider. Some of you as well have got the 3 of Wands. So maybe you're looking at, where can I actually put my efforts, my talents and my skills? And you're looking out, as you can see, at your options, okay? Or some of you would have got this opportunity already and you're now looking at it very carefully. For some, it could be something that's coming in and you're actually being open to considering it. I opened the second extra card because it was in the middle section, which is a Lover's card, and I feel for you here this is more about making a choice. Okay, the Lover's card traditionally is a choice point, where you're actually weighing things up as well, and perhaps what you need, Capricorn, to do is to bring your male and your female aspect together and see where the sort of central point of your inner receptiveness, and maybe where your drive needs to be balanced. Okay, perhaps you're somebody who's always gone for things without thinking, and maybe now it's about sort of recognizing, where do you need to nurture yourself, where and what environment will nurture yourself. Okay, I'm also getting the fact that you may be looking at options, and maybe looking at some relationships for some of you. Okay, it could be actually setting a new foundation. When I say new foundation, a new sort of grounding in a partnership as well, and you're now actually considering maybe leveling it up and taking it on to a new level of togetherness. Okay, but this is something that you've been waiting for, this is something you've been hoping for, and this is something that you have been cultivating on. So for some of you, it will be definitely taking on the relationship or the work or the project onto a new level, and it will be something that will be coming to you, I would say, kind of suddenly. Okay, not quite out of the blue. Oh my Lord, beautiful Capricorns, you've got the 10 of Cups. I mean, this is beyond the wish come true. This is actually emotional harmony, community harmony, home harmony. This is love. This is all the aspects of contentment. I mean, to be contented is just a really serene place to be living out of. So you guys are in a position right now, and I'll be please do comment. I feel like you went through a phase where you couldn't see the wood for the trees in some way. You know, you were confused. Perhaps you had a lot of options, or perhaps you've been really considering various options, and now you've managed to, narrow it down, or something maybe from your efforts has come in. But this is a beautiful, beautiful card. A card of strength, a card of family, a card of community. Like I said, you are moving into something much more kind of harmonious for you. You've got 2 cards, the Lovers and the 10 of Cups, next to each other, which are strengthening the message of harmony. I feel like you've done the work, you see. A lot of you have. This is a message that's really coming through for quite a few of you, and I feel like you've cultivated your inner garden. You've cultivated your emotions. You've been tending to them. You've been mindfully looking at them. you've been caring for them, and now I think you're beginning to reap the efforts of the growth of what you are have been doing. There's a sense of thriving, a sense of blooming for some of you. Okay, here, look, we've got the Seven of Cups at the bottom here as well. So again, you've had some choices to make, and some of you actually might be still in this position because this is the energy behind you. So there's an element of, being really clear. Okay, so again, use this time while Venus in retrograde. If you don't have to make a decision, particularly about some work that could be offered to you, or maybe some project, consider all the options and really go for what's going to bring you the most joy and a sense of contentment. Okay, none of this humdrum thing I have to do to earn money. All right, but really making a choice where you can actually really reveal your true colors. Behind that, I also have the Six of Pentacles. Wow. And the Creator, oh my God, and the High Priestess. So, and the Two of Cups. Wow. I mean, these cards are really shuffled very well. And you've got the Two of Cups at the bottom here, which is the last reading, but that's quite far at the back. But here, this is actually, an opportunity for you to take yourself into, your own domain and start creating what you really want. Okay, some of you with this kind of, what I'm getting is there could be a sudden change. I do feel a suddenness, but you've got to grasp it. All right, but whatever you're going through or whatever you're going towards, it is actually going to be a really balanced area, and that's what you want to really think about. You want to think about, am I being treated with respect? Am I getting the value of what I put out? Am I getting paid in a respectful manner? Is my, so it's this sort of sense of balance. Okay, the Six of Coins. In the traditional tarot, you often see the two figures on the ground, almost beggars actually, looking at the merchant, and he's giving them some coins. Okay, but in this coin, it's very much, she's got the handle, she's kind of worked on herself. Look at the robe she's wearing there. It's very like the chakras, it's the rainbow color, and this is about her coming into her own on all her elements. All right, and the thing is, when you work with the chakras as well, you really tune up. This is like your personal guitar string, okay? Your chakras are your interior energy centers that really help to cultivate the true you, the authentic you, releasing all any blocks, hindrances, fears, disempowerment, closed hearts, not being able to speak up, all these. And just by tuning them and working on them as you would any instrument, particularly guitar, right? I use it as a metaphor, guitar, because if you were to play a guitar that's out of tune or a string, it doesn't sound great. And again, as soon as you tune it up, you play the E chord or a D chord, and again you can hear it and it sounds great. Same with the chakras. Okay, this is why I'm a big advocate. But some of you have been doing the work, and if you aren't or haven't, I recommend that you do, because you will get the balance and the harmony, which is very much yours for the taking. Okay, and you are able to ask for the right remuneration or the right balance in your relationships. But let's have a look at what the oracle cards say. Wow, oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, some of you definitely, could be about a family as well. So there's going to be much more of a harmonious kind of community or even family. So if some of you if you're a parent or wanting to create a new family, all right, I would say this is actually a really good spread, because we've got two cards here from the Fairy Oracle to do with parenting and family harmony. All right, I will say with the parenting one that you actually really cultivate and pay attention to your inner child. So if you're actually afraid of something, this is a really good time to parent yourself and to actually really speak to your inner child. All right, there might be some new beginnings and you might be having some doubts. Again, really speak to yourself and sort of saying, you've got this, I've got you, I'm taking care of you. And you would speak to yourself as if you were the best parent or a loving parent. Okay, not all of us were raised by parents who were able to do that for us. So in some way, as an adult, this is how we actually break the kind of coding or the patterns that we've had, particularly if you were ignored or you had to really seek a lot of attention as a child, or rather not so much seek attention, but you had to work very hard to get the approval or the attention from your parents. This is very much about ensuring that you can release yourself so you can come to a place of harmony within yourself, the kind of the yin and yang of yourself, the harmonized male and female aspect of yourself for some of you is what I'm getting. The other thing is we've got this incredible, beautiful card here, financial flow. All right, and this is definitely is, like I said, a new opportunity here. I mean, we've got 2 cards that actually speak of new beginnings and financial flow. So I'll be very surprised if some of you do not get a new promotion, a new opportunity, and it doesn't have to be big, you know, it can be the next step showing itself that's going to move you towards a financial growth, you know, and particularly down the line. Or it's also going to move you towards an exciting project that you've been wanting to do, and you're feeling the emotional prosperity towards something that you want to do. But definitely I feel that whatever you're moving through is going to elevate you in a way that's going to bring you a lot of personal joy, okay, as well as a financial reward. And also, don't hesitate to actually do some, you know, kind of, if you're doubting that, just saying money comes to me easily and effortlessly, or I now have the Midas touch, you know, or anything I do now brings me the rewards of great prosperity. Okay, sometimes we just really need to sort of allow ourselves to embrace the possibility. I do feel that this is going to come through, you know, looking at your options. Okay, you might have to make a choice, some of you, between a couple of things, maybe even 3, but definitely 2, where you're going to actually be able to grow most possibly financially as well. Okay, you know, people have different karmas, and for some people it is very much about making money. For other people it's about putting service first over money, and then money flows. Everyone's different, and you just have to get to a point where you understand what your energy or what your souls come here to do. These why these general readings can't speak to possibly everybody, but hopefully there'll be something for you that resonates. The other card I want to bring to your attention also is the family harmony card, and I read this as a sense of you moving towards a community. What's going to bring you joy? You see that kind of child there in the background, rather not in the background, but on her back, you know, and he's holding on, and she's moving forward to something that's bringing her joy here. So again, this is maybe for some of you, this could be some project or some passionate thing that you used to do as a child, all right, that you have done as a youngster. Okay, and maybe the opportunity, or maybe you're looking at this now seriously as an option for taking action towards, or maybe tapping into that creativity, that joy that you did. You know, it could be maybe you played with your dollhouse, say, you know, and you've always kind of wanted to go into fashion, or maybe making clothes or something, and, you know, life took over and you've sort of left your skills as being a seamstress, or, you know, doing something like that. You still do it, but you've not really been doing it, you know, as in order to make the financial prosperity. So I feel with some of you, this could be actually going back, guys, Capricorn, to something that you really liked as a child as well. That could bring you financial opportunity, or something of that nature. Maybe through speaking to people about it, you're being encouraged, and you're being able to move forward with that as well. Whatever it is, this is an extraordinary, very positive reading, Capricorn. I really couldn't say any more than that. You know, it's I'd say most people really did. I'd say maybe out of the 12 signs, and this is you're the second to last, so you're the 11th sign recorded at the moment, and definitely you have a very, very positive and strong reading here. Just embrace whatever comes in, okay? It could be a very lucky situation, and you might not even initially recognize it as that, but seriously consider it, and then actually really take it, because it could lead to something a lot more. I'm just getting as well that some of you actually might want to start working with some young children as well. Maybe there's some kind of, like, you know, maybe nursery school, or becoming a nanny. Something to do with children around you as well. Whatever it is, like I said, it's not a specific reading, so it's going to, you know, speak to some of you and not. But definitely to do with family as well, because we've got the 10 of Cups here with the kids there. We've got this, and we've got that. So again, if some of you are thinking of starting a family, great one. Maybe some of you actually really kind of working on the family dynamic, maybe wanting to educate your kids on a certain level. It's all a yes. Okay, maybe addressing, you know, where was it? Yeah, I got the 6 of Pentacles, didn't you? Or no, maybe. Oh yeah, here it is, right at the top. I feel like some of you as well might be, you know, kind of, I'm getting that sharing the load, in a family dynamic as well, making sure things are balanced in family, okay, and natural give and take. And again, that's really important criteria to be considering, particularly in this sort of retrograde phase of Venus. Okay, we will be going through also Mercury retrogrades shortly, so that would also mean a lot of communication would be needing to be reviewed, and maybe certain rules or certain understanding, maybe ground rules needs to be placed, so there's much more harmony and a balance, give and take, possibly even with your partner. Okay, so I'm going to leave the reading here, Capricorn. I hope you got something from this. Well, let's move on to the chakras to see what could help you, which chakra might help you during this time. Okay, with the changes, maybe with, you know, sort of calling in the financial flow. And you guys got the third eye. Okay, so this is the intuition. So again, trusting your intuition here, guys. All right, when you're looking for things, okay, when you're looking out and you're assessing things, your intuition is the best barometer for that sense of truth and sense of inner knowing. Okay, and if you're feeling that you're kind of clouded over, maybe there's lots of things going around, again with the third eye, it's by the ear level as well, and also through the seeing level, that you ask to be supported, so you can see, smell and sense what is right for you. Particularly if somebody actually at the moment feeling that you've got a lot of choices to make and you're feeling quite ungrounded with the idea of that. Okay, maybe which way you need to go. I'm going to come back to it a bit. I feel like some of you've got definitely two possibilities, all right, an option, some choice to make. And the third eye, by cultivating on the third eye, you're also able to help intuit to know what's best. Okay, the sound for the third eye is E, as in E. You can do a few cycles of that, you know, so in breath, out breath, E, and visualize your third eye, the indigo color indigo. That would really help to kind of activate and harmonize the third eye. And I think for you guys, I am going to also give you maybe a mantra. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to give you guys this. This is a good one for you guys. Okay, based on the reading I've given you as well, it says here, I use my imagination as I create and pursue my dreams and wishes, and I ask myself, what do I want? Okay, so, you know, while you're imagining that, you can actually repeat this. I use my imagination as I create and pursue my dreams and wishes, and I ask myself, what do I want? All right, because you could be posed, like I said, with new opportunities. You know, that's at the bottom of the deck, dreams coming true, new opportunities. And it's important to recognize when you know, sorry, not this one, when you know which you know, dreams to pursue, what your values are, you start going towards a path that really brings you fulfillment, okay, and contentment, which is very much this Ten of Cups. So for some of you, you are going to really get the right people coming into your life, and make sure that you're discerning enough to be able to know who they are and what it is. Okay, so that's your the sixth chakra, the third eye chakra for you. So do practice that. And finally, I'm just going to draw the last card, which is the bonus card for Venus retrograde. And I've got here the roses. The roses. I'm going to draw one. I got two there that fell, but I decided to put it back because it went quite speak to me. All right, so let's have a look for you, Capricorn. Either one's going to pop out, or I'm just going to take one. So let's see. This one wants to come out. Okay, the Alchemist. This is absolutely beautiful. Okay, this is the Madame Caroline Testu. I can't say it. Test out rose. Testu, maybe a French word. Okay, Madame Caroline Testu rose. Anyways, the Alchemist. Where's my book? It's fallen here. Okay, so let's have a see. But this is really good as well, because the Alchemist is about bringing all these things together, bringing all the different elements of your life together. If you look at the coin there, I always think the 5-pointed star is all this incredible energy of different things that you are bringing together as an alchemist would. So let's have a look. All right, time for change, something new, so, you know, leaving something behind and casting off the energies, people and activities that no longer serve you. So we did sort of talk about new energies, okay, especially you know, you guys. I mean, the last reading, Pisces, also definitely got the new beginnings, you know. Standing alone may be the only way to find answers you seek, and you're also in the position to help others find clarity and divine wisdom to enrich and powerfully change their lives. Okay, the alchemist usually has an aura of the mysterious and the magical about them, but they're grounded individuals who affect change through a deep understanding of their own intuition. So again, this is about your intuition, you see, so by really trusting your intuition. Don't be afraid to take the road less traveled, okay, because here you are the creator, you know, you're no longer going to, we've got the high priestess behind it as well, so this is definitely your intuition and the creator, which is about being able to really sense. You know, she's holding a cat, you know, and a cats are very mysteriously instinctive and intuitive, and you are able to see your way forward and trust it. Do not doubt yourself, okay, and do not doubt being get spoken, you know, talked out of it. So it says, if you could completely change one thing in your life, what would that look like? Okay, so that would be a question for yourselves to ask as an alchemist, and trust that you can. Okay, this is very much about transformational knowledge, power, and intuition. So Capricorns, this is a wonderful card to get as an ending to your reading. Be the alchemist, okay? Be true to yourself, okay? Whatever happens, you know, satisfy your male and female aspect of yourself, all right? Really important, so you can actually create this sort of incredible harmonious sort of prosperity and happiness and contentment that you are thriving for. And some of you are definitely going to be sort of coming into that that kind of field of energy. All right, so do comment and let me know if any of this resonated. Thank you very much for listening, Capricorn. Until my next reading, I will catch you then. Bye for now. Bye.